Hello everyone, welcome to Shelleyz Education Center. Today in our Sociology class, I am going to discuss on the topic George Herbert Mead's Process of Development of Self. This is a very important question for BA, CBCS and MA students and the students appearing UGC and other competitive exams. Today, if you are new to the channel, please subscribe the channel for more updates. Stay with me till the end of the class. George Herbert Mead is considered as father of symbolic interactionism, which was the basis of his pragmatic approach. He understood social reality in terms of interactions between individuals mediated by symbols. Body is physiological and brain is only a network of neural nerves. He highlights the importance of biological capacity on gestures. According to him, mind is the process of inner conversation. It gradually develops through communication. His famous work is 3 stages in the process of development of self. That is, stage 1, early phase, stage 2, play stage, and stage 3, game stage. He explained the concept of self contained I and me. Here, I is the psychological aspect of the self, referring to individuals' own desires, emotions, etc. And me is the social aspect of the self, which is evaluative and keeps control on I. But at the same time, I is the source of energy and me controls it. Both are interdependent to each other. Now, coming to the main discussions. George Herbert Mead was an American philosopher, sociologist, and psychologist. He was born in February 27, 1863 in USA, South Hadley, Massachusetts. He died on April 26, 1931. He believed that people develop self-images through interactions with other people. According to him, the self, which is the part of a person's personality consisting of self-awareness and self-image, is product of social experience. Mead believed that our thoughts, self-concept, and the wider community we live in are created through communication, and that is symbolic interaction. His works or books about mind, self, and society described language is important and essential for human characteristics to develop. Important books of George Herbert Mead: The Philosophy of the Present, 1932. Mind, Self and Society, 1934. Movements of Thought in the 19th Century, 1936. The Philosophy of the Act, 1938. Selected Writings, 1964. The Individual and the Social Self. It is Unpublished Essays, 1982. Essays in Social Philosophy, 2001. Famous works of George Herbert Mead. His important works are Symbolic Interactionism, Pragmatism, and Social Behaviorism. Social behaviorism, that opposed to psychological behaviorism, refers to Mead's concern of the stimuli of gestures and social objects with rich meanings rather than bare physical objects. Pragmatism is a wide-ranging philosophical position from which several aspects of his influences can be identified into 4 main tenets. Theory of 3 stages. Mead suggested that the self develops through a 3-stage role-taking process, which include the preparatory stage, play stage, and game stage. This can be explained as Stage 1. The early phase or preparatory stage. This stage lasts from the time we are born to age 2. In this stage, the child played an imitative role. They mimic those people around them. A child uses quite foul language and carries a doll usually. In this stage, a child does not understand the meaning behind his or her words, action, or tone of voice. Stage 2, the play stage. From the age of 2 to 6, children are in this stage. During this stage, children play pretend and do not like the rule-based game. They do not like to enforce any rules upon them. They play pretend as the significant other. When they play house, they are pretending to be mother or father whom they know. Now the last stage, stage 3, the game stage. This stage starts from the age 6 onwards. In this stage, children can begin to understand and adhere to the rules of game, and they begin to play more formalized games. They begin to understand other people's perspective and behavior. They generalize others in this stage. The game stage is when children learn how to take on the role of other individuals in the game. They develop an understanding to generalize other. It refers to expected attitudes and beliefs that are held by the members of our society. The next is principles of Mead's theory. The 3 basic principles of Mead's theory are meaning, language, and thought. These principles lead to conclusion about the creation of a person's self and socialization into a larger community. So, according to Mead, the development of the self goes through stage 1, that is imitation, stage 2, that is play, and in this stage, the children play the roles of specific people whom he likes. Stage 3, that is game. The game stage is more sophisticated, with several participants being involved, each with a distinct role. Now, what is the contribution of Mead? To social psychology, Mead's main contributions were his attempts to show how the human self arises in the process of social interaction. He is best known for his work on the nature of the self and intersubjectivity. He also developed a theory of action and a metaphysics or philosophy of nature that emphasizes emergence and temporality, in which the past and future are viewed through the lens of the present. According to him, spoken language played a central role in self-development. He never published his work. After his death, his students edited 4 volumes from stenographic recordings and notes on his lectures and from unpublished papers, The Philosophy of the Present, Mind, Self and Society, Movements of Thought in the 19th Century, and The Philosophy of the Act. His model of society is an organic model in which individuals are related to the social process as bodily parts are related to bodies. He was a pioneer of symbolic interaction theory, a theory that explores the relationship between people in societies. One can relate the theory of Mead to him or herself. His theory of the social self is based on the perspective that the self emerges from social interaction, such as observing and interacting with others, responding to others' opinions about oneself, internalizing external opinion, and internal feelings about oneself. This is for the day, and I believe you all were there till the end of the class. and have gone through it very well. Leave me with your comment if you liked the class. Share and refer it to your friends and known circle, those who have not yet joined with the channel. Meet you all on my next class. Thank you.